Maricom bows out after defeated Colombia's Ingrid Valencia. Manipur's COVID-19 vaccination percentage has reached 55.14%. And Ranjit Thoza to ride a Sumang Lila based on silver medalist Mirabai Chanu's life. Hello and welcome to ELITETV. You're watching the Evening English News. I'm Sanatha Mikhetria giving you the news in detail. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government, wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now, the news in detail. Maricom missed out on a second Olympic medal after she lost to Colombian Rio 2016 bronze medalist Ingrid Valencia by a close 3-2 goal in the round of 16. Mary had said earlier that this could be a final appearance at the Olympics. She lost the bout by a close 3-2 goal, thus missing out on a second Olympic medal. Valencia is one of the most decorated Colombian boxers of all time. Mary, 38, had said before the Games that this could be her final appearance at the Olympics, and she lost the Rio Olympics bronze medalist Valencia Ingrid by a close 3-2 goal. Mary lost the round of 16 bout by the barriers of margins, as it was a 3-2 decision in favor of Colombia's Ingrid. In fact, it was Ingrid's first win in 3 attempts against the Indian boxer. Mary did not have the base of start to the mates on Thursday as Ingrid went on the offensive from the word go. The 32-year-old used her experience to push Mary on the back foot early, taking the first round 4-1. However, in the third round of what was a high-quality boxing bout, Mary looked visibly tired. She was for the kill, but it was not enough for the legendary Indian. Earlier this week, Maricom came up with a dominant display of boxing in her opening round on Sunday. She defeated Dominican Republic's Miguelina Hernandez Garcia 4-1. Coming up against Miguelina, who is 15 years her junior, Mary showcased all her experience by coming up with a tactical masterclass. The 38-year-old, a mother of 4, started on a cautious note, swaying away from punches and gorging her opponent, who is a Pan American Games bronze medalist. However, in the last 3 minutes, Mary was aggression personified. She landed scoring punches at will to Joel Miguelina and tagged the mates comfortably. Chief Minister Anne Beren Singh has urged the people of the state to get vaccinated against COVID-19 at the earliest in a Facebook post on its official page. He further continued that the total vaccinated percentage has reached 55.14% in the state and appealed to the people to help it make 100%. The post stated that the eligible population for vaccination as per available data from CEO Manipur is 19,58,087. Of this, 10,79,805, that is 55.14% of eligible population, has received first dose after 28 July 2021, while 1,95,349, that is 9.97% of the eligible population, has received second dose after 28 July 2021. Total vaccinated with both doses is 12,75,000 as of 28 July 2021. A Sumang Lila based on the life of Olympic silver medalist weightlifter Saiko Mirabai Chanu will be written, said scriptwriter for Home Films Manipur and Sumang Lila writer Ranjit Thoza. Ranjit made a statement during Home Films Manipur and Kanglik Park World felicitating Saiko Mirabai Chanu with a small token of gift at her residence in Nongpok, Kukching today. On getting the privilege of a life story to be published to the public through Sumang Lila, Saiko Mirabai Chanu assured with excitement that she would attend the release of the Sumang Lila based on her life. She further expressed that she was grateful for all the support she had received from the people of Manipur and she would never let them down. Director Homeshwari Koibam of Home Films Manipur and legal advisor Oidam Chittaranjan also took part in the occasion. Commerce and Industry Minister Thongam Biswajit today gives surety to grant land to set up a non-polluted manufacturing factory in Manipur, requested by wiring harness company of Ijaki, who longs to employ around 1,500 people at their manufacturing unit, as well as export their products in the South Asian countries. During a video conference with the officials, Minister Thongam Biswajit, showing his desire to develop Manipur into an industrialized state, gave his word to fulfill the request at the earliest after tabling it at the state cabinet and also discussing with the Chief Minister. Chief Minister Thongam Biswajit further said Manipur will surely turn into a business hub once the Trans-Asian Highway is completed, and appealed to the people to take this advantage wisely. The Kukching District Building and Other Construction Workers Welfare Union, Kukching, today submitted a memorandum to the Deputy Commissioner, Kukching District, requesting help for the daily wage workers. On behalf of the union, Assistant Secretary N. Subhachandra Maite highlighted the struggles faced by daily wage workers during this pandemic. He appealed to the Deputy Commissioner to provide help at the earliest, as some of the workers are even facing food shortage due to the lockdowns. He also appealed for relaxation of lockdown for the daily wage workers like the farmers, as it is their only their livelihood, or to give specific help for the daily wage workers. Mayang Imphal Kuman Youth Association Mikia of Mayang Imphal Konchak, in a press release today, asked for clarification to Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution of Manipur government on the distribution of rice in view of COVID-19 pandemic under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. The association said 6 kg rice for 2 months was distributed to its beneficiary of 23 Mayang Imphal AC, while the neighboring constituencies received 4 and 5 kgs of rice each to its beneficiary, and this urged Mikia on behalf of the people to seek clarification from Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution System on the issue. Now let's have a short break to stay tuned.
Tamo, kaya no sandribo. As karangan sa siya na harago.
Kaya no sibo, kaya siya pinay sibo.
Hima, COVID ki vaccine kap thau siya na ngana du phas na hainay dudi.
Ay haksang kasi tawde. Ay kapoy. Nati, haksang kasi tawde ba ingon hida kapa kay kadano. Ay kapoy hasin.
Tamo, narak dringay dana isa na hanay sexual ho na patro. Kap thau na patabraba.
Hoyare, section man na dum kapuro. Ay kapoy.
As khangdre da, kamay ngana do no khangdre. Pare, adu de chalu khige. Pungo, mama inda kapuge ko, papa ga leramo.
COVID-19 लाइसेट असि ngakthokna bagi damak COVID ki vaccine kapna लाइसेट असि mari lena ba laina लाइसेट singdagi ngakthok sabangami masida natana लाइसेट asina sanghandana bagi damak matam gi sarkarna pirakpa sana kangon sing aikhoi ngakna satminarasi Cowin apps ta register topiduna adomsu suksoi soidana vaccine asi kapthokpi COVID ki vaccine kapthokuna COVID leitaba iramdam mu heminarasi
aikhoi vaccine kaplese.
The Sunbird Trust Bangalore-based organization, in collaboration with ETA, Northeast Women's Network and Matai Project, along with local clubs, distributed relief materials to 2,000 families of far-off places of Manipur today. 700 ration kits donated by ETA, Northeast Women's Network, were distributed to the families with BPL card in Andro Nauria Pakanglakpa, Kairao, Kangchuk Chiru, Ripo, Kwai Nagamapal, Thangmaiban, Kuyathong, Kwakaitil, Kodompokpi, etc., and the areas covered by Matai Project are villages of Senapati, 500 fishing communities in Thanga, Garang, Fubala, Naraisina in Bisnupur district, and some areas of Churachandpur, where the relief items were distributed. As a mark of respect, all Manipur Students Guardians Association organization today observed 2-minute silence on the demise of Professor L. Sadananda, who passed away on 25th July 2021. His demise was remembered for the innumerable valuable works he had done for the society and his active participation in major issues of the state. His loss could never be replaced and is described as a true gem the state had lost. The All Manipur Students or Guardians organization shared the grief on the demise of Professor L. Sadananda with the bereaved family and prayed for his soul to be rested in peace in the heavenly abode, stated in a press release. The All Manipur BDF Advisory and Guardian Association also observed 2-minute silence on the demise of late Professor El Sadananda at his residence at Chingdamay Tongchong Tham Likai by strictly following the COVID SOP today. All Manipur BDF Welfare Association Central Committee Chief Advisor Wang Khemcha Shyamjai, Legal Advisor Dr. Ochawa Meitei, All Manipur BDF Guardian Association General Secretary Y. Indrani Devi, 16th District Concerns Committee and former Education Minister T.H. Radeshyam IPS observed the 2-minute silence as a mark of respect for the departed soul. Professor El Sadananda was the advisor for the 150 BDF personnel and worked for the upliftment. The ideas he imparted to the society were priceless and would always be remembered. After the condolence session, another 5-minute silence was observed at the District Welfare Office where central leaders, including the advisory board members, said agree with the bereaved family. Kangembam Ningol Tajadevi of Kumbi Awang Lekai today served breakfast to around 45 inmates of Community Home Isolation Center at Kumbi Awang High School, opened by Kumbi Ideal Youth Development Organization KIYDO Kumbi, and inmates on self-isolation at their homes. Taja appreciated the members of KIYDO for the invaluable voluntary service for the COVID victims and also encouraged COVID-positive inmates. KIYDL Kumbi President Netazi Kangembam, Treasurer Inaubo Murangtim, Social Worker Wahengbam Ombi Ruhini Devi, and key members of KIYDO also attended in serving the breakfast. Acting on the reliable information that some suspected suppliers of DIC liquor in an unknown Maruti car were plying along IBR from Maklang towards Awangkuno, a team of Patsoy Police Station under supervision of SP Imphal West Dr. Ace Ibomja Singh detected a green Maruti 800 car coming from Maklang side towards Ngairangbam during frisking and checking at a said area yesterday at around 11:40 p.m. However, the said Maruti car dropped away in the dark and was chased down and detained at Koyum Sabal village area. On checking the Maruti 800 car bearing registration number MN1K0572, green in color, it was found that a large quantity of DIC liquors and plastic bottles and packages. The driver identified himself as Irengbam Deepak Singh, 20 years, son of Irengbam Devan Singh of Atong Kuman. On counting the DIC liquors at a spot, found 140 liters of DIC liquor in 260 numbers of half-liter plastic bottles and another 82.5 liters of DIC liquors in 3 different plastic polythenes inside the car. The suspected and the recovered articles were seized at the spot. The apprehended person, the seized DIC liquors in the car were brought to Patsoy Police Station for further formality and handed over to excise. Awana Tengbang Loop ETL Wangjing today distributed essential items to 3 destitute families at Wangjing, Hodamba Maning Lekai. The essential items, which include rice, 17 kg each, including pulses, mustard oil, soaps, etc., was distributed by ATL President W. Sundar Singh along with ATL Secretary John Thongnaujam and its members. ATL President W. Sundar Singh said most of the Delhi Waits families have been affected due to COVID-19 lockdown and the 3 families are among them. ATL took up the initiative as a helping hand to somehow ease their needs. Further helping hands will also be provided to the needy families, Sundar continued. Mention may be made that the 3 families of Wangjing, Hodamba Maning Lekai, Ainarim Ombi Debi, Lystrom Ingocha, and Sinam Amocha families. The Kukui Students Organization Moray Bloc, in a press release today, condemned 20 Assam rifles for the frequent obstruction of transporting medicine for medical stores in Moray town. It stated that KSO Moray is against illegal trading and smuggling of medicine along Imphal-Moray Road and appreciated the Assam Rifles initiative in tracking and seizing these smuggled medicines. The release further stated that the organization is, however, against the Technopol Battalion 20 Assam Rifles obstructing medicine delivery, which were purely meant for chemists in Moray town. The residents have been facing scarcity of pharmaceutical medicines due to 20 Assam Rifles blocking and seizing such medicines. The organization also received a report of a chemist in Moray town smuggling medicine with the help of high-ranking security officers and other individuals indulging in cross-border trafficking of oxygen concentrators and COVID testing kits, it continued. The KSO Moray Bloc forewarned these individuals to stop these ill practices and also urged the security forces to not obstruct medicine delivery that are meant for chemists in Moray town. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Nitin Gadkari, in a written reply in the Lok Sabha, said that 703 kilometers length of national highways have been constructed using waste plastic and wearing coat of flexible pavement. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has also issued guidelines for mandatory use of waste plastic and periodic renewal with hot mixes and in wearing codes of service road on national highways within 50-kilometer periphery of urban area having population of more than 5 lakhs. He further continued that the use of plastic waste on construction of roads projects protects the environment from adverse impacts of waste plastic. Now let's have another short break. We'll be right back.
Ai khôi biết sinh cáp lê xe, ai khôi biết sinh cáp lê xe. Họ đi cái quân sĩ sao khát phong thang, hành trình lê sĩ. Jati khai đến corona lan chân thình lê sĩ. Ai khôi biết sinh cáp lê sĩ, corona đi ngâm lê sĩ. Quân sĩ sao khát, nói cây ta.
Asimune, akhoi pone vaccine kap thokuna corona de ngak thokuna hani principle hanjano hanabada adon sorok yabi.
Welcome back. Now in some other news. Assam Agriculture Minister Atul Bora's convoy met with a road accident at Nongpo in Guwahati Shillong Road today. As per reports, Minister Bora did not sustain any injuries in the incident. The convoy was on its way to Silchar from Guwahati when one of the vehicles turned turtle after it lost control at Nongpo in Meghalaya's Riboi district. 2 police constables who were in the minister's pilot car were injured in the incident, according to sources. Indian had a good performance today at the Tokyo Olympics 2020 with archer Atanu Das and badminton star PV Sindhu qualifying for the quarterfinals. Archer Atanu Das defeated South Korea's Oh Jin-haek in 6-5 in a men's individual archery event to progress to the quarterfinals. PV Sindhu defeated Mia Blitzfeldt of Denmark in 2-0 in the round of 16 and advanced to the quarterfinals of the women's singles event. Indian men's hockey team also qualified for the quarterfinals with a 3-1 win against the defending champions. Meanwhile, Mary Kom lost to Ingrid Valencia of Colombia in round of 16 women's flyweight category. Beijing recorded its first 2 COVID-19 cases in nearly 6 months yesterday, with authorities sealing communities and launching nucleic acid testing for residents in the northern district as health authorities scrambled to contain a spreading Delta variant outbreak linked to the eastern city of Nanjing. Nanjing, the capital of Jiangsu province, has launched a 3rd round of nucleic acid testing for all its 9.3 million residents in just 9 days as new infections soared to 171 since last week. The outbreak linked to Nanjing has spread to at least 5 provinces and 13 cities, including the cities of Beijing, Chengdu in southwest China, and Dalian in the northeast of the country. China reported 49 new COVID-19 cases today, down from 86 yesterday, the National Health Commission said. Now, before we close, a look at the headlines once again. MC Mary Kom bows out after defeat to Colombia's Ingrid Valencia. Manipur reached 55.14% COVID-19 vaccination percentage. And Ranjaning Thosa to ride as among Lila based on silver medalist Mirabai Chanu's life. That's all we have on this edition of ELITETV English News. Thanks for watching and good night.